As you might have noticed, I didn't get around to give you an update from our farm in March, because, of course, I was on my big fundraiser ride. So there's lots to catch up on. The spring equinox has long been and gone with our usual bonfire get-together on our local beach, and the evenings are now bright until late hours. We had lots more night frosts well into April. Lucky the sheep have such effective thick woolen coats because it was cold. Ram Otto and Weather Sean and freezer lamb Mr. Lammy moved to their little triangular field to leave Tilda and Harriet in peace so close to lambing. And my first job when I got back from my trek was to prepare the barn for them, with a fresh layer of whitewash and lots of straw.
All right, Tilda. All right, Harriet. All right, Turnip.
And Harriet didn't wait long. Just 5 days after I was back from my ride across Ireland, she had her 2 lambs in the field, early evening as usual. They were up and drinking in no time, and making the best of the balmy evening for a first full belly snooze in the soft grass.
You'd love to say hello, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Turnip loves lambs.
I know, must be very gentle, Turnip. Good boy.
So he was delighted when, a few days later, more lambs arrived when Tilda gave birth to her twins. Tim's machine and rail track come in very handy for making progress on our firewood for next winter. Our Mehel group came to help us. Thank you. But there's lots and lots more to sort. More about this on our other channel, Way Out West Workshop Stuff. For the second part of our Mehel, we started collecting some stones for a wall we want to build around our garden to keep the wild rabbits out. Lots of little stone heaps to bring down to the garden now. Very handy to have Flora on the team for that job.
It's really hard to tell because, you know, they're all different sizes, and then put one heavy one on, and it's it just makes all the difference.
Just to see, oh, you're so strong. Oh, I would have helped you, but anyway, I did a bit of unloading video, and then so there's Sandra going off to collect rocks.
Flora had a good week's rest after our trek, but she was very happy to return to work then. She likes to be useful. So I also asked her to help me spread some lime in the field. Such a quick, easy job with her. Frosty the guinea pig had babies again. She is a very good mum.
And his little ears.
Don't go too far, Cars.
Those little eyes.
Little eyes.
The grass started growing again in earnest, so we can go and pick lots every day for extra vitamins. Plum and Peach the rabbits like that too, of course.
Hello, Mrs.
Before I
Goose.
left for my big trek, one of the geese started thinking about laying eggs.
Guys, did she go into your basket, did she? That's not a great place to lay your eggs, is it? No.
Eventually she built a nest, laid and kind of sat on them. And the other goose joined her. Then disaster struck and the fox got in and claimed 2 of our ganders, so that only our young gander Goldie was left to mind the geese. Their eggs got stolen by rats and birds, and in the end they abandoned the nest. No goslings this year. I think the fox just upset and disturbed them too much. Poor geese. The builders tried their best to finish the job of building a new paddock for the horses next to the new barn before I left for my trek. And look, all horses have moved in.
Hi guys.
It was the first time Flora and Winnie ever moved anywhere from where they were born, and it took them a good while to settle. But I think they like it, and even more so now that they get to spend the nights out in the field again. Winnie is due her foal in mid-May, so she is on maternity leave now, but keeps a good eye on what's going on in the barn, looking over our new fancy half door. Just before I set off on my trek, the electricity supplier came and connected me to the grid. Lights everywhere now, woohoo! And the donkeys moved to their new paddock too. I must give you a proper tour of their new home next month.
Sleepy and tired.
Would you look at our lovely garlic? It just grows superbly this year, doesn't it? Having been away for a big chunk of spring this year, I cherish the wonderful home we live in even more. My heart goes out to all Ukrainians and the many other people affected by war and conflict who had to give up their homes or saw it destroyed. Tim and I are really lucky to live in such peace and wealth.